As your girl Madonna once said, we are living in a material world. A world we're taught that only exists as far as our five senses allows us to experience. Actually, science too operates in this material menagerie. Science needs clear and definable, tangible information to observe before they can begin any experiment. They need cause and effect to explain their research. They need theory, hypothesis, laws, and summarization to begin their research. Science has no room for the surreptitious, no room for things they can't see, describe, touch, measure, or observe. Now, physics does delve into the unseen forces such as gravity, quantum mechanics, and dark matter. But that's as far as they're willing to go. The point is, they have successfully taught the entire world away from 90% of our reality. That is, the things we don't see. Anyone who took any kind of science knows what an atom looks like. But do you really? No one has ever actually seen an atom. They're far too small. The images we see are models based on theory. The image came into being in 1913, but is now outdated. This is the new atom. The reason atoms can't be seen is because they're smaller than light wavelength, meaning they're too small to show up under even light. And speaking of light, do you realize our eyes are only able to detect a small band or array of light? We see 7 visible light waves, which are electromagnetic and match strangely the colors of the rainbow. The colors beyond this, or the colors we can't see, are at one end ultraviolet and at the other end infrared. Same thing with sound. I'm sure most of us have seen a dog whistle. You blow into it and hear nothing, yet your dog can hear it. Some sounds are just too low or too high pitched for the human ear to register. These sounds are called infrasounds or ultrasounds. But just because we can't hear them does not mean they don't exist. It's the same thing with color. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. The point I'm stressing here is that there's entire systems that we're not privy to because they don't communicate with our senses. But it doesn't mean they don't exist. Which brings me to CERN. I'm not sure how many of you know what CERN is, so I'll attempt to explain it briefly in layman's terms. The official name, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, was established in 1954 and is located in a suburb of Geneva, Switzerland, on the Swiss-French border. The mission for CERN was to find out what our universe is made of. To give you an idea of what that means, is science is trying to get past the fundamental four forces in nature, i.e., the strong and weak forces, electromagnetic force, and the gravitational force. They want to examine the proverbial glue that holds everything together. To do that, they've constructed a Large Hadron Collider, or LHC for short. This machine houses the world's most powerful particle accelerator, a 17-mile tunnel that speeds matter around us in a circle at near light speed to collide them and bust them open to create antimatter. If you think about this for a moment, you see how ambitious and crazy their science is. Antimatter is the opposite of matter. Where matter is stable, antimatter would obviously be volatile. The electrical charge, polarity, and quality is all reversed. They're looking to break life down to its very last compound. This is the symbol for antimatter. You see that? This is CERN's symbol. I know you see the 3 6s. You're probably saying I'm paranoid, when you should be asking, why that design? You don't think they noticed it was 3 stylized 6s? Maybe they were just trying to be funny or controversial. Whatever the case, there it is. Also, to add to their decor, India sent them a gift that they place right on the site, right in their courtyard. This is Shiva, the principal god of the Hindu religion. In their trinity, Shiva is known as the Destroyer. Shiva is the Lord who creates, protects, and transforms the universe. When you open your eyes, you start to realize what the people who run this world truly believe. They teach you one way, but they actually believe another way. It has always been that way. They consider us sheep. Therefore, they feed us bullshit. And we accept it hook, line, and sinker. Some believe CERN has something to do with the Mandela effect. And if you don't know what that is, pause this video and Google it right now. I'll wait. Then there's HAARP. I can't tell you too much about it because I haven't dealt with it, but it is something worth investigating. What I'm trying to get you to appreciate is how they prey on our ignorance. You see, they've known for a long time the things we can't see or can't interact with are just as real, if not more so, than the things we do see. They parade these Freemasonic, full of shit scientists or wizards in front of us to keep us bedazzled with their large words and even larger formulas, while they go about delving into the deepest, darkest secrets of our universe. Laugh all you want, but this is the same thing that was going on at the Tower of Babel. This is why the Most High said, nothing will be impossible to man. And that line is very, very important. These demons are trying to send you straight to hell. Though you may think we're innocent by means of our ignorance, you're sorely mistaken. If you've got time to know song lyrics, the rules to the game of Monopoly, or how an iPhone works, you can know this. You decide what you know and what you don't know. You decide what information is important to you. Do you know who the sons of God are? They were fallen angels. The sons of God have always been angels. We are the sons of man. The sons of God are the fallen ones. And they produced a line of children called the Nephilim. And those Nephilim were giants. There were giants on the earth? You bet there were. This information has always been hidden from you. They muddy the waters by putting up false information to hide real evidence. This image is a Photoshop. Just look at the edges. Look at the guy with the gray shirt. Look at his hand. See how it's fuzzy? It's not even a good Photoshop. This is not a Photoshop. The reason you don't hear about these findings is because the Smithsonian Institute moves in and confiscates the bones as highly classified. Then they put them away to keep you asleep and thriving in Darwinism. You see, these giants would put a wrench in their theory of evolution. You'd be surprised at how many giants were found right here in America. They've been hiding so much information from us. It's a joke. But the funny thing is, unless you self-educate yourself, you're going to be lost. In fact, the more of their education you have, the further away from truth you are. That's why they get picked for the best jobs. They can trust them. They know what they know. And what you don't know or believe. This is why it disturbs me so much when people belittle the idea of a God. It's really sad that we've been hoodwinked so badly. Psychologists tell you the idea of a God was prehistoric man's attempt to explain certain phenomena. In actuality, this is counterintuitive if you really think about it. Man has always been egotistical and would have always thought it was about him. For instance, using the evolution model, the process of evolution takes millions of years to complete, allowing man to have full knowledge of where he came from. He didn't one day just stop being a monkey, then forget he came from a monkey. Think about it. So, after he became separate from the monkey, he came up with the idea of a God. Are you serious? At what point did the cave drawing start? Did he come up with the idea of a God before or after the cave drawings? Where's your missing link? You have all kinds of 65-million-year-old dinosaur bones, but the missing link continues to escape you. Trust me. The voice you hear in your head telling you not to do something is not the result of evolution. Shit, monkeys have been here longer than us, and theirs haven't evolved. And why do we still have monkeys anyway? In evolution, once something evolves to a higher state, the lower state should become extinct. Simply because it would be in direct competition with the evolved species. But I'm not here to make that argument. I'm here to plead with you to think for yourself. Stop being afraid. Allow what you feel to lead you. That's what's real. Do I believe in angels and demons? No. Belief requires trust and presumption. I don't trust or presume there are angels and demons. I know. Just because I don't see them doesn't mean they don't exist. Peace.